All right, my people. Miguel Andújar. Asks for a trade. Just getting set up, guys. For those who are tuning in, just bear with me 1 second. There we go. Here we go. Okay, here we go. All right, my people. Miguel Andújar. Asks for a trade. Just getting set up, guys. For those who are tuning in, just bear with me 1 second. There we go. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Barrel Up Podcast. This is your host, John Carlos, and I want to thank you guys for tuning in to this live edition on Instagram tonight. We're on Instagram. This will also be posted on YouTube for those that can't catch the live tonight. Tonight we're going to talk about Miguel Andújar and the Yankees. Miguel Andújar has asked the Yankees for a trade. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Barrel Up Podcast. Follow us on Instagram, BarrelUp_baseball. Like this video and comment down below. Follow us on Anchor and on Spotify as Barrel Up Podcast so that you can listen to this podcast, this episode, and more going down the line. So, with that being said, thank you guys for always supporting me. Thank you for giving us the feedback, the love, the support. This is your host, John Carlos, the owner and creator of Barrel Up Baseball Player Development and Barrel Up Podcast, right? Baseball, I can't get enough. Whoever's on this platform, whoever follows us, we're all about baseball. We love the sport, and we are talking about this the game week by week, right? You've seen the Major League interviews. You've seen the week-by-week insights. I've tried to stay consistent as much as I can. And today I came to the most quiet, the most peaceful, I would say, part. I came to my car to do this podcast. Why? Because I want peace and quiet. I want to hear your thoughts, right? We're going to have a conversation like if, we were having a FaceTime. So whoever wants to get on, whoever wants to chime in and join the live, go ahead. This is for the fans. This is Barrel Up Podcast, and here we go. Okay. Miguel Andújar asks the New York Yankees for a trade. That's big news right there. You don't really hear a lot of players asking their team or their manager or their general manager for a trade like that. And Miguel Andújar is fed up. I would be too at this point. If I was Miguel Andújar at this point in my career, I would do the same thing that he's doing. So I applaud his bravery, right? He's brave for doing what he's doing, but he's the type of player that we all know every time he gets a chance to play in the majors, he produces with the bat. He is a 277 career hitter, 277 as an average career hitter, right? He's a player that hits a lot of doubles, drives in a lot of runs when he is on in the major leagues, right? Finished second in the Rookie of the Year ballot. First, it was Ohtani in the year 2018. But that's a lot to say. We all know that he's ready with the stick, but there's some questions with the glove. That's been something that's been haunting Miguel Andújar throughout his career, which is the glove. He's not an average defender at third, nor he is an average defender in outfield. I'll give him props, and I will say that he's trying to learn a new position, making it easier for him to get playing time, whether it be with the Yankees or any other team. And that's what we're here to talk about today, right? We all know, like I said, the type of player that he is, the type of hitter that he is, gap-to-gap hitter, finished second in the Rookie of the Year vote, and like I said, in 2018. But let's discuss the situation. Do you guys think that it was right for him to voice his opinion the way he did? I say enough is enough. The Yankees should trade him. If they have no use for him, let him go. The kid is only 26, 27 years old. He still has a bright future ahead, but no more time can be wasted, especially with a hitter and a player like this. We've seen the Yankees do this before, like they did with Clint Frazier. Clint Frazier was a player that was traded from the Cleveland Indians at that time. They are the Guardians now, Cleveland Guardians. And the Yankees basically did the same thing. They did not have, quote-unquote, a fit for Clint Frazier, so they kept bringing him up and down until they finally traded him to the Cubs, etc., yada, yada. I'm going to hear you guys, your opinion, so we're going to go with the first comment. We have it from Tasnim. He said, but I like him in the outfield. He's getting better. The issue is Brian Cashman this year. I would try to hold on to him and trade Joey Gallo in the trade deadline. That's a solid statement right there. That's a solid statement. A lot of Yankee fans believe that Joey Gallo should be the one traded. But the topic tonight is Miguel Andújar. If Joey Gallo were to be traded, would they call up Miguel Andújar? We saw what the Yankees did in the previous week. They signed Matt Carpenter, and Matt Carpenter has been stepping up to the plate. So obviously, they don't see Miguel Andújar as a fit. The Bronx Bombers have a detailed lineup from 1 to 9. Everybody's hitting there right now, or at least 8 of those players. They're the Bronx Bombers. You have Giancarlo Stanton before going on the IL. You have, obviously, Judge with 20-plus home runs. You have even Gleyber Torres, who's stepping up to the plate this year. So a lot of good things are happening for the first-place Yankees. First-place Yankees in the American League East. Second comment we have from my best friend, Adonis. He said, I'll hold on to Andújar and get rid of Hicks. That's tough. The only reason why I say that's tough is because Hicks signed a 7-year contract, and I believe he's on year 4, around there. There's a lot of players that we see come and go, right? We see come and go. But at the end of the day, the Yankees have to make a decision with Andújar. He has already expressed that he wants to be traded. He told the manager he wanted to be traded. What else? Where else do you see fit for Andújar at this point? Obviously, like I said before, his best tool right now would be the bat. Other than that, he is not a plus defender at third. He is trying to amplify his game and playing in the outfield now as well, just to have an opportunity to play more in the big leagues or wherever he plays. He is a .277 career hitter in the major leagues. So, as you know, he can hit. I see him personally on a team, I would say like the Detroit Tigers, a team that does not have a lot of depth, right? Detroit Tigers, even the Tampa Bay Rays, the Baltimore Orioles that need a lot of help, the Pittsburgh Pirates, right? There's a lot of teams that could use the bat that Miguel Andújar possesses. let me stop right here and tell you guys to not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Barrel Up Podcast. Follow us on Instagram, BarrelUp_baseball. Like this video, comment down below. Guys, thank you so much for the support. Tonight we're talking about Miguel Andújar. We all know that the trade deadline is nearing, right? The trade deadline is nearing. Players are going to be moving up and down, around, as teams are going to try and solidify their last few pieces before we go into the second half of baseball, before obviously baseball gets more interesting, right? The Miami Marlins are another team that could possibly be a suit for Miguel Andújar. So all is not done for Miguel Andújar. This is just the beginning, but it's sad to see a player with a lot of potential, the way he possesses it, go through what he's going through. Another factor that I did not mention, but I should mention, right, is the injury prone. He has been a little bit injury prone with the Yankees, I would say the least. In his tenure with the Yankees, he has been injury prone. There's been a little problem with his throwing arm, etc. So that's what you will take as a general manager from any of the other 29 ball clubs. That's what you would bring on to your team. You would bring on a player that can definitely hit, right, but is questionable with the glove. I must say, because I prefer to talk facts over feelings. I prefer to, keep it 100 with you guys, I love Miguel Andújar. I am one to say that bat is ready to be in the majors. Another thing that favors him is the fact that this year and going forward, the universal designated hitter is intact, meaning in the American League and National League, there is a designated hitter on each team. Therefore, that's another piece that does play a role into his signing. You know what I'm saying? He can be a platoon type of player, right? And DH from time to time until a club finds a fit for him, whether it be in the outfield, whether he betters his glove, it's in the infield, right? A good anecdote to compare this to is Christopher Morel. Christopher Morel, 2 weeks ago, around there, he got called up by the Chicago Cubs, right? We all know he is a shortstop. He is a natural shortstop. He got called up. He made his major league debut, first at-bat, home run, yada, yada, the five. And then, soonly after, I was watching a Cub game to see, I know of him. I know a lot of him. We come from the same town in Dominican Republic, right? The kid was playing center field. And did he play a good center field, right? So, what I'm trying to say now is that Major League Baseball, they will, any team, they will find a spot for you, whether it's in the infield or outfield, if you can man the position. You play Christopher Morel at second, he's going to play you a solid second base. Shortstop, a solid shortstop. In limited time, because I haven't seen him play a full year. He played center field. He made tremendous plays in center field when he got the chance. So, saying this, right, I say that Miguel Andújar should focus on bettering his defense while his agent and himself, they go through this process of being traded, of being picked up by another team, because we all know that he's capable of playing in the major leagues. The question is where and when. Where and when. As a team manager, general manager, if a player is expressing that he does not want to be there, I don't see why they should take more than a week to make a decision of just letting him go to the free agent market, trading him if there's a spot on any other team. He does not want to be on the Yankees, and I understand 100%. He made his major league debut in 2017, right? He didn't play much that year. 2018, finished second for Rookie of the Year, batting .298. And then, ever since then, it's been like a roller coaster career for him. Going up and down the majors, up and down to the majors, from the majors to the minors, from the majors to the minors. And every single time that he gets called up, the guy produces. The guy produces. Every single time he steps foot in the major leagues, he comes and produces offensively. Offensively. I am one to say that the offensive metrics are more important when it comes to playing the game of baseball. If you're a position player, look at David Ortiz. David Ortiz is a Hall of Fame DH. Hall of Fame DH. All the man did was hit. Before, obviously, when there was interleague play, he would play first base, right? But now there's a universal DH, so that even favors Andújar even more. Until they find a position for Andújar. But his bat is ready. I want all the reporters who see this, whoever sees this podcast tonight, make sure you take into consideration what I just said. John Carlos from Barrel Up Podcast said that Miguel Andújar's bat is 100% ready to be in the major leagues. Where and when, we shall see. It's all a matter of time right now. But it's definitely not going to be in the Yankees. Why? Because not everybody fits to play in the Yankees. Especially this year. The Yankees are in first place in the American League, right? They're doing it without Andújar. He has expressed that he wants to leave the team. They don't need him. They do not need him. I bet you this, though. Any other team that needs a solid bat should be watching this right now, should be watching this play out. And obviously, he's not a player that's going to be expensive. So any low budgeting team can afford this type of player. Just give him a chance to see what he can do, and you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. There's a lot of major league players right now that are not performing when it comes to the offensive side. And Miguel Andújar has proven in the biggest stage, right, in Yankee Stadium, that he can hit. So, like I said, it's all a matter of time, all a matter of who wants to take a chance on this young player. He's still young. He's still 26 to 27 years old. There's a lot to see. There's a lot to await from this player, and we shall see what happens. Now I want to hear your comments. I want to talk to the fans, interact with the fans. Guys, Barrel Up Baseball Player Development, the academy, the facility, it's on its way. Thank God. A lot of good things happening to the brand, Barrel Up Baseball Player Development, Barrel Up Podcast. I've been working extremely hard to give you guys the best content, the best training for my players, whoever signs up with the academy, right? We're working on getting scholarships for kids when it comes to their college career, getting athletic scholarships, getting seen by pro scouts. It's a whole movement. So I want to thank you guys for, riding this wave with me, giving me the utmost respect and support, right? And we're not going to stop. We only start here. I'm very blessed and very grateful to do what I do, to work in the field that I love. And this is all for you guys. Going back to the Miguel Andújar conversation. In what team do you think that Miguel Andújar is a suit, that he will be a very good fit? Let me know your thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to comment. I want to interact with the fans. Whoever wants to go on live, this is your chance right now. Let's go. I'm ready for you. I rarely interact live on Instagram. I'm doing it more now because you guys are a fan base that I need to interact with more, right? And I want to keep that string alive. Everybody who's here, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, go on YouTube right now. Barrel Up Podcast. My boy Taz, the first person to go on the live. Let's go. Here we go. Let's talk to Taz a little. And this is the number one fan of Barrel Up Podcast. My boy Taz. Here we go. Let's do this, baby.
Yo,
what's up, my guy? Was good.
yeah, bro. I'm good, bro. How you doing?
I'm doing well, my brother. I'm doing well. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for always being a loyal supporter. I want to see your face, so turn that light on.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing well, bro. I'm doing well. How about yourself? Talk to me.
Yeah, man. The Miguel Andújar is not a shocker because the kid's been playing well. It's unfortunate he's just not a fit here. But I would say that I told you this before. I would trade Joey Gallo. And try to hold on to him and put him in like right field and try to work on him with a new position because
For sure.
he,
For
he
sure. I
he's look
mean,
he's looked decent. He looks decent in the outfield.
he looks decent in the outfield. Yeah, he's not above average just yet, but for sure, considering the bat that he has, the Yankees should have, taken more effort into keeping him.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
though he is still part of the Yankees organization, he wants out. Joey Gallo is a very good piece, a tradable piece. I know he's going to be on the trading block.
Joey Gallo cannot play in this city. I'm sorry.
What? There you go. You're hearing it. You didn't hear it from my mouth. You heard it from a Yankee fan. I respect what you're saying. Miguel Andújar has performed better than Joey Gallo in Joey Gallo's tenure with the Yankees. If you want to look at the numbers, guys, go look at the numbers. No problem. But that's a very good point right there. That's a very good point. Go ahead, Taz.
He's a 277 hitter.
277 all time in his career, in his young career. That's a lot to say.
He led the league in doubles. 2018. He led the league in doubles
in 2018. Yes, he was second to Shohei Ohtani in the American League. So,
and the rookie of the year.
So Taz, do you agree with me on this? That he is a player who is ready to play in the majors, whether it be with the Yankees or any other team?
Bro, tú sabes, claro que sí, porque él,
claro que sí.
Él batea. I told you, he has a 277 major league batting average.
277 major league batting average. That's above average. Above average. Why do you think? Because we saw this with Clint Frazier. We also saw this with Clint Frazier in the Yankees. They held him back. There was a time when Clint Frazier left the minor league camp depressed, because he was just waiting on the Yankees to do something with him, call him up. This is a similar situation. What are your thoughts comparing those two situations?
I will say this about Clint Frazier though. He was always hurt. Like every time he would be in the major leagues, he's always hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Andújar has also been hurt even after the 2018 season. So that's something that has hindered his chances as well.
No, of course. But you said it was a better fit for the Orioles for Andújar. I think the Orioles could use him. They need a lot of help. The Baltimore Orioles.
For sure. They need a lot of help.
Or the Pirates.
Or the Pirates. Even the Tampa Bay Rays can use an extra bat. The Tampa Bay Rays are a team that are always in contention. When I say always, I'm talking about the last 5 years to now, or 6, right? And it's a bat that is not going to be very expensive. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to finding a veteran guy or someone who has proven more than what Andújar has in the major league, which is going to cost you more. So
if you're the Mets, I know Mets need a power bat.
I don't think the Mets need anything right now. They're in first place. We're in first place. We're doing great, but I respect your opinion.
But you could use like a JD Martinez.
Right. But thinking about it objectively, I see him on a team like I said, the Baltimore Orioles, the Detroit Tigers,
the
Pirates, right? A team that does not have all the money in the world, but that can afford to give a player like this money going down the line and looking into a postseason run.
Yeah. You said the Rays earlier, but I wouldn't trade him in the division.
I mean, if the Rays show interest, what do you think is going to happen?
I don't think they were going to trade him within the division. At least
why? Because he's too valuable.
At least I wouldn't trade him within the division.
Well, sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. Look at this. This wasn't a trade. This was a big signing. Look at Bryce Harper when he went from the Nationals to the Phillies. Sometimes it happens.
I mean, but that's different though. But he was a free agent.
He was a free agent. He was a free agent. That's true.
I'm talking about trade.
I mean, ultimately, if he goes to, let's say, I don't think he. The only team in that division that I think that needs him right now is the Baltimore Orioles. The Red Sox are stacked. Toronto Blue Jays are stacked. The Rays are somewhat stacked, right?
Yeah.
So, where do you see him fit? Like, where do you see him fit?
You said the Tigers.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the Cubs.
The Cubs, another rebuilding team. Cincinnati Reds.
Yeah, because the Cubs need a lot of help, and the Cubs are rebuilding. And the Cubs are rebuilding, whether Jet New York wants to admit it or not. They're not going anywhere this season. They played decently.
They're not going anywhere this season for sure. They're not. They're not. You know, they're not contending within the division anyway. But
I want to ask you, what do you think about Joe Girardi?
Joe Girardi getting fired?
Yeah.
I say this: everyone's time comes. Whether it's sooner than later, everybody's time comes. Joe Girardi, I think that's too much of a team for him to manage. Why? Because in the last couple of years, we haven't seen, with the team that they have, we haven't seen them make it far in the playoffs or even go far within the season. I think that Joe Girardi's managing style was not fit for the Phillies.
They haven't even made the playoffs.
Exactly. They haven't made the playoffs. They haven't gone far within the season.
But I will say this though, they don't play defense. Kyle Schwarber is a great player. Nick Castellanos is a great player. But just because he's a great player, that doesn't mean he fits. You feel me?
The thing is that when it comes to a management style,
yeah,
you can't have Aaron Boone manage the Tampa Bay Rays. Yeah. Aaron Boone is accustomed to managing a power hitting team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that correlates into Girardi. Girardi, I don't think he knew 100% how to manage the Phillies with the repertoire that they had in the rotation and the veteran type of players. He did better so with the Yankees, I would say.
Do you think I forgot? Do you think Joe Girardi is gonna get another job?
Yeah, for sure, on a team where, maybe not this year, but definitely down the line for sure, because of the experience that he brings to the table. It's just that they have to find a team that fits his management style, I would say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. And also the Phillies bullpen was bad the last 2 years.
Yeah, they have been bad. They have been bad. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna close out the program for today. Miguel Andújar asked for a trade from the Yankees. I believe that he did the right thing. Yeah. We'll see what team takes him if they do give him a chance. Yeah. Which I think he is more than capable of being given a chance in the majors, as far as hitting wise, at least. Okay, so stay with that, guys. Taz, thank you for joining us tonight, my brother.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Stay tuned. This is going to be on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Barrel Up Podcast. Follow us on Instagram, Barrel Up _baseball. Like this video, comment down below. Guys, Miguel Andújar, we shall see what team. I believe that he fits in a team like the Detroit Tigers, the Pirates, or the Orioles. Either of those three. We'll see. Comment down below. And if you did not catch the whole live, don't worry. I will be posting it on YouTube. So stay tuned. We love you. Barrel Up Podcast. This is your boy, John Carlos. Take care. Stay tuned for another episode. All right, my people. Miguel Andújar.